Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my July TBR. I've had a really good reading month in June, but I'll talk about those books in my wrap up for June. I don't have like a super ambitious TBR for July because I'm trying to be reasonable. I have 9 books on my TBR, which I think is manageable, although 2 of them are chunkers. We'll see. I have a boo-boo. I was organizing my bookshelves yesterday and I literally got a paper cut, but like it's pretty darn deep from one of like the dust jackets. Like I went to like slide the book out and the dust jacket I guess was like sitting up on the book and it literally just, yep. Okay, so let's get into the books I want to read. So I need to talk about my book club picks. For those that don't know, I have a book club with my best friend Sydney here on BookTube, and we have a book club where every single month we pick 2 books to buddy read with anybody who wants to join, and then we have live shows at the end of the month for each of those reads. So this month we've chosen a romance and a thriller to read. I'm gonna start with the secondary pick, okay? So our secondary pick, which is the thriller, is My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. I have heard good things about this. Sydney's really excited to read this one, and I was just kind of like, sure, sounds great. We're gonna be reading this one, super excited about it. I think it's gonna be really good, and I've really been in the thriller mood recently, so hopefully this will work with my reading taste currently. And then for the romance that we have as our like main pick for the month, that is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. Really excited. Okay, you guys, everybody talks about this book and people have not stopped talking about this book since it's become a thing. Like, I need this in my life. I even bought like some special tabs to match like the vibe of this book. Like, I am so excited. I cannot wait. I am gonna try to not read this at the beginning of the month though, because I feel like if it's so good then I will just be in a book hangover the whole month. So I'm gonna try to pace myself. So yeah, those are the book club picks. So now we can do it kind of by genre. First, romance. I have 3 other romances that I want to read this month. They're all Coho books because I am planning on doing another Coho reading vlog, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. First up, I have Maybe Someday. So this is the first book in the Maybe Someday, I think it's a trilogy, I can't remember, but I've heard good things about this one, and I kind of want to read more of Colleen Hoover's like older published books, so I thought that this one would be a really good one, so I can kind of like see her writing evolve. And then I also have Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. So this one I have heard people rave about as well, although I mean people are raving about Colleen Hoover 24/7, but this one specifically people have, you know, hyped up a lot, so I'm interested to see if this is something I'm gonna end up liking. I'm pretty sure my cousin read this one and she really liked it, so I have high hopes for this. And then lastly, this is probably the one that I'm most excited for, and that is November 9 by Colleen Hoover. So Sydney, my best friend, she actually read this and said that this is her favorite Colleen Hoover book out of the ones that she read for a vlog. Like, this one just had like a story plus a romance happening, and she thought that this would be my favorite one too. So I trust her opinion, and I'm really excited to dig into this one. I think it's going to be a really fun time. Yeah, I also like this cover. I also like the other cover, like the, I'll put it up right here, but with like the white and the orange. I like that, but I feel like it only works for fall, so I feel weird about it. Now, other than the thriller for the book club, I only have one other thriller on my TBR, and that is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. Obviously, this one is super hyped, so I'm interested to see if this is something I end up liking. I have noticed that YA thrillers tend to be books that I don't enjoy because they're always really cheesy for me. So I'm going to lower my expectations. That way this has a chance to blow me out of the water. Typically, this is not something that I would reach for, but it's on my shelf, and I have recently been really drawn to thrillers. So I'm hoping this is something that I will end up loving, but we can only know if I read it. So hopefully I read it. And then the next 3 books are all fantasy books. But the first one is Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. So this one, I read These Violent Delights. Loved that book. Chef's kiss, 5 stars. But this is the second one, and I'm really excited about it. I also have this like special edition with these pink sprite edges and some really pretty, I gotta show it guys, I got you, oh my gosh, really pretty like dust jacket art, and this like the pink with the pink foil. My reasoning other than how it looks is just that I kind of want to read this because I kind of miss These Violent Ends These Violent Delights. Whoa, I just mixed the titles. These Violent Delights. I really loved that book, so I have obviously high expectations for this one, and I hope this one doesn't let me down, because I did have a favorite book, and I'm not even gonna mention the book, you guys, because some of you will come at me, but I had a favorite book, read the second book, and hated it, so I will not be reading the third book. I am really crossing my fingers on this one. Next book, this is a really tiny book. It could be a, you know, a one sitting kind of thing, is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. I just read Every Heart a Doorway last month for our book club pick and loved it. I really enjoyed it, so I decided to go ahead and purchase this one, and I think I'm just going to purchase them as I go if I continue to like them. But I really liked Every Heart a Doorway. I thought the concept was so cool, and I haven't read anything like that, so I feel like this will be fun. And this one seems pretty interesting. I don't know, this cover really gets me. So I'm excited to see where this series is gonna take me. And lastly, you guys, I'm leaving this for last because this is the one that scares me the most. Okay, that is House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. So, love Sarah J. Maas. I've read a few books by her. I've loved them all. So first of all, gigantic. This thing's 800 pages. So this will take me the whole month probably. So I know that like her writing is not going to be an issue. However, I have had a lot of disappointing fantasy reads recently, which makes me nervous to read this because I'm not really on even like a fantasy kick right now. So I don't know, this book could be either 5 stars or I will absolutely hate it. I don't think I'm gonna be in an in-between state with this. So I'm really nervous about it. You guys should be too. We're all nervous. But I'm hoping that it's going to be amazing. Everybody raves about it. There is like a whole like club, I feel like, for people who have read this. Everybody seems to like it and they tab it so much, and I want to be a part of that. I do. I want to be a part of that circle. So I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna try, and we're gonna see how it goes. Maybe I'll attempt to read it in a full 24 hours. Guys, that is such a good idea. Stay tuned. I might do that. But those are all of the books that I plan to read in July. I am excited. I am also nervous because I have a lot of books that I'm excited about, and then obviously a few that I'm intimidated by. I think we have a good mix of genres amongst us. So once again, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you would like to see how I feel about all of these books and all of the content that's going to be coming in July, make sure to stick around. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one.